Hello. It's Sunday. The 22nd? Yes, the 22nd of July. Yesterday was pretty uneventful. My head has been very spacey for days and days now. Today, so far, it's 11, almost quarter to 12. It hasn't gotten as bad as it has been the last couple days, but knock on wood, because that can change. The weather's gotten kind of strange. It's very windy, in the low 70s. Supposed to get rain forecast for the rest of, going into next week. Rain, rain, rain. Very cloudy right now. So I didn't take my walk. I'm just having one of those feel sorry for yourself day. Not very, but depressed. Just, like don't have any energy to want to do anything. And I have to go over to my mother's in about 2 hours. And I'll either walk or ride my bike. And then I'll get my exercise then. Got to church again last night. Praise God. Praise God. But before I went, I had to go over to my mother's, and the battle ensues. Talked to people at Alzheimer's Association 3 times now, and they connected me to this online message board, so I'm able to talk to some other people, which has been very helpful. I put an ad out online for a companion, and I've had 2 responses that I will call these people either later today or tomorrow. And also a suggestion to check out a site called Seniors Helping Seniors. So hopefully I will be able to hire somebody very soon to go and spend some time with my mom. If maybe just to begin with, it's just once or twice a week, and then as the weather gets worse, or hopefully I'm sending out the paperwork. Got all the paperwork filled out to put her in the assisted living. But there's going to be a waiting list. So, but, I get there, and it was a battle. She had, as I'm walking in, the aide was walking out. The aide was there to do her dinner, and she goes, "Oh, I've been trying to call you." And I said, "Yeah, I saw it, and that's why I was on my way over." And she goes, "Well, I was just going to leave because your mother said that you're taking her home." And I said, "You clearly don't know my mother. She's not going anywhere," and turn around and go in there and make her dinner. I didn't say it like that, but I said, "No, she's not going anywhere." I walk in, and my mother goes, "Oh, good. Well, why is she still here?" And I go, "She's going to make your dinner." "No, I'm going home." And it starts all over again. "I'm not taking you anywhere. You have to stay here." "No, I'm in." She brought up her neighbor. When I was growing up, where we grew up, our next door neighbor's name was Midge. She's like, "I'm in Midge's apartment." And I said, "Well, Midge says you can stay here." And then it turned, because that's what they told me to say, to go along with her delusion. So, yeah, you are in somebody else's apartment, but they said they don't need it. They're not going to be back for a long, long time. You can stay here. Then it was, "You never asked my permission. I don't want to do this. I didn't ask to stay here." I was ready to give her an Ativan. I needed to get to church. I was not going to miss church because of her. So I was like, "I'm going to give you a pill, Mom, to calm you down," because she was so flipping out of her mind, angry, calling me names. I said, "Stop it. I'm not gonna put up with your abuse." Although they've told me that don't take it personally. It's not her fault. I still do, because this is my mother. This is how my mother was before dementia. So, yeah, I'm going to take it personally because, this is not new behavior, her being mean and nasty to me. I never did give her a pill. Just by the time I was ready to leave, she had made some other nasty, nasty comment. And I said, "Okay, well, then I won't come over. If you don't want me here, I won't come over." if I'm making you miserable and angry and hurting you. And then she just stopped and started crying. I look forward to your visits. I have to see you. And so I went over and rubbed her back and said, okay, then I'll be back tomorrow. And I have a dry erase board that I leave her messages now. Because if I write it on a piece of paper, she ends up looking at it and crunching it up and throwing it out, thinking she doesn't need it. So I put it on the dry erase board, and it just said, basically, I'll be by tomorrow, July 22nd, Sunday, sometime afternoon, to take you out for a walk and maybe eat lunch outside, Lainey, you know, something like that. And it's standing right up in front of her on her table where she eats. But church was a blessing. I'm really feeling like this is my home now, the church that I've been going to. And it's a 4-week series that started yesterday, restoration. Boy, do I need that. I really need that. So I was blessed being able to get to church. And it's not a maybe. I'm going to church every weekend. Unless I'm in bed with a fever, I'm going to get to church. And I was trying to encourage my girlfriend, who hasn't been in church in going on 4.5 years now. And she doesn't have what I have. She just has anxiety. And I shouldn't just say just. She has anxiety and depression. She has other issues, physical, but it's the anxiety and depression that's keeping her away. And I told her yesterday when I was saying, well, I'm going to church tonight. My head is wacky. My head's been really bad lately. But I'm going to church because I'm choosing to. You need to choose to go to church. So I told her, next Saturday, you're going. If I have to come and get you. And she goes, well, if you come and get me, that will defeat the purpose. That would just feed into my, my problem. And I said, true. That's why you need to step up and get your rear end to church. If I can do it, you can do it. And if I can do it, anyone can do it, because honestly, I don't even know how I do it. But mind you, it's a Saturday evening service. It's less than a mile from my house. I thought my husband was going to join me last night, but my dog had been so sick and he wanted to see if she could walk with him last night, and next week he's going. He too will be going to church, because done with that nonsense. But anyway, so that's my update. Got some people to call as far as being my mom's companion, sending off the paperwork tomorrow morning in the mail, and we'll be calling the facility to set up a visitation so I can go and me and my husband can go and look at the place. But I think I said this the other day, it doesn't really matter. She's going. She's going into this place. It's the only place that will accept her. It's going to cost every penny she has, but I don't care. She's going. She can't live alone anymore. So as soon as they can put her in there, she's going. My sister had the audacity, I love her, but she did have the audacity to say to me, when I was telling her about putting her in this place, and she said, well, she totally agreed that we had to do this, blah, blah, blah. But then it was, well, how far is it from you? And I said, well, it's probably minimum 30 minutes away. I haven't timed it, but minimum 30. She goes, oh, well, that concerns me. If I already said this on my last vlog, because it's deja vuing me right now, please forgive me that I'm repeating a story. But I was like, really, how does that concern you? Well, it just means you won't see Mom very often. I go, no, I won't. How often do you see her? I said, no, I won't. I will see her when I absolutely have to. And that will be it. She will have other people there to take care of her. She'll have other people to distract her. She won't need me. And I need to work on me. Right now, it's all about her. It really has been. It's all about her lately. And I've got to work on me. I've got to go back to figuring out what I can do to detox, and I have to start figuring out what I need to do to try to start getting my life back together. This head symptom is just not letting up. So I will check in with you guys later. Maybe I'll pop up when I'm with my mom, see if she'll say anything for the camera. Okay?
Using that like a mirror?
Nope, I'm videoing. I do a vlog. All right, there's my mother. Say hi.
Hi.
What are we doing, Mom?
Darned if I know.
Darned if she knows. Let me see if I can get us together and take a picture of this. There we are. Mother and daughter. And we both have goofy glasses on. Never thought I'd find the day that I'd have to wear these goofy glasses, but can't wear contacts anymore, so.
You can't?
No.
Why
Your
not?
glasses.
What's wrong with
My eyes. All right, so we're here hanging out, just enjoying the breeze and the sun. All right, well, that went fine. She tired it out pretty easily, actually, which is unusual. No, it isn't. So I'm on my way home. And I'm going to now walk all the way home. It's 85 out. I didn't think it was going to get this hot today. And my head on the way here, it was really, really hard to walk here, I have to say. I was very, very dizzy. Not that I'm a whole lot better now, but I don't know what's going on with me. Nothing's going on. Nothing changes. It's always the same thing. Never better. So I'm gonna walk home now. Wish me luck. But it's a pretty day. There's my sky. And it is hot. Alright, well, I'm outside my mother's building. Sid's bringing the stuff in because I don't want to chance my mom, losing her mind on me again. I hadn't left her, but maybe, what time is it? Just gotta watch right on. Let me see what time it is. Okay, I might have left her an hour and a half, and I got a call. She had no recall of seeing me or being there. She wasn't mean or anything. She thinks she's staying at Midge's apartment and needed food. And I was like, you have food, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I'm watching these YouTube videos. Teepa, T-E-E-P-A, I believe, Snow. This woman knows, I mean, honest to God, her YouTubes were exactly the scenarios that happened with my mother and I. She would reenact them. She did a series of for caregivers, and I've only gotten to, there's 15 videos and I'm on 7, and I was blown away because she would reenact conversations and they're identical to what I'm having with my mother, identical. And so she gives you all these tips of how to respond and how to speak. And so my head, I feel like crap. I honestly, and then the good news is I have a 30% chance of getting Alzheimer's or dementia. People who have PTSD, extreme anxiety, or high cortisol levels, stress, which all of us do. Any of you who are watching, guess what? That's you too. 30% chance, I think she said 30, might have been even higher, but definitely 30% chance, higher risk of coming down with dementia. So she discussed about how important it was to breathe, to do those cleansing breaths. They did a study, UCLA, I think, did a study, or some big place did a study on if you did cleansing breaths, like, I I have to go back 15 times a day that you like make scheduled times that you, and you do that like to the count of 3 to 10 times. They did studies with people who had extremely high cortisol levels, and after doing that for X amount of, I don't know how long, the cortisol came down. So she stressed that how important it was to do the cleansing breaths. When you're ready to just, have this back and forth, you just stop, take a minute, and you start breathing. The demented person, being my mother, she can keep running her mouth, she can do whatever she wants. I have to stop and start breathing. And a lot of times the demented person will start breathing with you when you're... But I feel like crap. But my husband and I just talked about me. I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna go up to 2 milligrams. I got to see how many pills I have. 0.25 milligram pills left, and I have the 0.175. If I have enough to do it for like at least a week or more, I'll do that. And as long as I can handle it, then I'll have her call me in 2 milligrams, and I'll just continue on. And because my husband said, really, you're not gonna know until you hit 4.5 milligrams, the therapeutic dose of this stuff. See if it can really make any big difference for you. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go home and see what I've got left in the 0.25 and how much I have of the 1.75, and combined, if it can get me through more than a week and see how I do, then I will call it in. Anyway, I had him bring the stuff up, thank God, because I just said, I don't feel good. I feel really wiped. I don't feel good today. I couldn't even fake it today. I walked all the way here and walked all the way home, and I felt really bad walking. My knees ache today. My back and shoulders and neck are aching. I feel like crud. But I pushed through. By the way, that apartment straight ahead, you see with all the blinds down, that was my mother-in-law's apartment. The man who lives there, those blinds never come up. He's a recluse, and you never see him. He never comes out. I've never seen him yet, and his blinds are always down. But that was my mother-in-law's apartment right there in front of me. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to sign off now. I'm home. I had a little dinner. I'm going to try to watch the rest of her series, because they're only like 15 minutes long each, but man, packed full of such good information. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. Wish I could take something that would make my head clear up, but so Sid went up, and she had taken off her shorts and was in a brief. He couldn't tell me if it was a pull-up or her underpants, but she came out of the bedroom with her walker, just like that. So she has no inhibitions anymore to walk in front of my husband in her underwear, but that doesn't surprise me at all at this point. Not as far as, she's pretty deep in this dimension now. But she didn't give him any, that's why it was good he went up. She didn't, are you here to take me home? Or she didn't give him any problem at all, so I think that's what we need to do from now on. He can go visit her. Anyway, I'm signing off. And, Lord willing, we'll be back at this again another day.